I dig meeting fans of the show, period. I feel like the fans of the show are the best fans. Everyone's smart, they're invested, they care about the show. I dig it when people come up to me and say, I love Shane, you know, he's my favorite character. There's actually people who say that, you know. But I also really dig it when people are like, oh, there's probably kids here, I gotta watch my, yeah, there's kids here. But there's people who are like, you this, you know, my grandma called me after episode 2 in the woods. She's like, John! She's like, you were in the woods, and that's a married lady, and you can't do that, and like, why are you doing that in the woods? And I mean, she just tore me apart, you know? And so, yeah, I dig it. I mean, I really like this guy. I think he's actually a really good guy. I think he's a really loyal guy, and I think that, you know, things happen in a zombie apocalypse, you know, and there's no, you know, I don't think there's anything, I don't think there's any characters in this piece that act out of malice. I don't think there's any I don't think there's any villains, and I don't think there's heroes. I think Rick is an unbelievably flawed character, and I think that's what makes him so appealing. That's what makes the comic, one of the many things that makes the comic so successful. I think all these people are rich, and they're pulled in different directions, and I dig it. I dig it that people love Shane and people hate Shane, you know? So I'm happy either way. Just come say hi, you know?
Now, Laurie, you touched on, you know, how Andrea's really, I mean, we've already seen her as a tough character, and now moving forward, she's going to be, I'm assuming, even tougher, kind of hard as nails in season 2. Where do you draw from, you know, as an actress to play that kind of character? That tough, kind of just desensitized, kind of.
Well, right now I don't think that you've seen the desensitized. I think that, if anything, it's been the polar opposite. It's always funny when people say that Andrea's tough in season 1. I mean, I know I pulled a gun on Rick, but I've been sobbing over my dead sister. I'm apathetic, I'm suicidal. So to me, this is the lowest part. This is the lowest part of her life. So in terms of her strength, I don't think that she's really tapped into that yet. But I'm very, very excited about the character's journey. I'm in love with the graphic novel, and I love Andrea. And you know, I love what she stands for. I think that she's a good person. And you know, I guess in terms of what do I tap into, avenging my sister, avenging my family. Making a choice, you know, eventually, obviously not in season 1 because I wanted to check out, but making a choice to be a survivor and not a victim, and fighting, just fighting for my life. And I understand that, you know, on a very primal level.
I was actually going to ask this later.